So, good morning, everyone. Topic for today is Popliteal Fossa. So, before starting the topic, question for you all is what is the clinical significance of Popliteal Fossa? So, give me the answer in the comment section and don't be shy because shyness leads to failure. So, before starting the topic, first of all, I will tell you about the Popliteal fossa: shape, location, roof, floor, contents, boundaries. So first of all, definition. It is defined as the shallow depression. It is defined as a shallow depression present at the back of knee joint, or the bones of the popliteal fossa are found by the femur and the tibia. So it's a shallow depression at the back of the knee joint. Then coming to the shape, it is a diamond shaped or rhomboid shaped, or it is a fat filled space. Clear? Now coming to the location, I have told it is a hollow depression or at the back of the knee joint and becomes prominent when the knee is fully extended. Clear? Then importance of the popliteal fossa is that it provides passage to the various vessels and nerves from thigh to the leg. Clear? The roof of the popliteal fossa is formed by the skin, subcutaneous tissue, superficial fascia and deep fascia. The superficial fascia contains the various nerves and vessels, that is short saphenous vein. Then we come to the posterior cutaneous nerve of the thigh, sural communicating nerve and the posterior division of medial cutaneous nerve of thigh. So these are the three important structures present on the roof of the popliteal fossa. Now coming to the floor. The floor of the popliteal fossa is formed by the from above to downwards, that is popliteal surface of femur, posterior part of capsule of knee joint. Then coming, it is also formed by the popliteal muscle or fascia over the popliteal muscle and the proximal part of the popliteal surface of tibia. So this is tibia and this is femur. So this is the floor of the popliteal fossa and this is the roof. Now coming to the boundaries of the popliteal fossa. So boundaries of the popliteal fossa is formed by the above and the laterally formed by the biceps femoris muscle. Above and the medially it is formed by the semitendinous muscle and the semimembranous muscle. Clear? Now coming to the downwards, the below and the laterally it is formed by the lateral head of gastrocnemius muscle. Below and the medially it is formed by the medial head of gastrocnemius. Clear? So these are the boundaries of the femoral or popliteal fossa in the boxes. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take the screenshot. Now coming to the contents. Contents of the popliteal fossa is from at the above level of knee. At the above level, it is formed laterally to the medially. It is formed by the common peroneal nerve, then tibial nerve, popliteal vein and the popliteal artery. From laterally to medially at the above level. Below the level of knee joint, it is the contents of the popliteal fossa are from medially to laterally. It is formed by the tibial nerve, popliteal vein and the popliteal artery. Clear? So mainly the mnemonics for the contents are the vein, artery and the nerve. And what is the vein? That is popliteal vein, A for artery, popliteal artery and the nerve, that is tibial nerve. Other contents of popliteal fossa are the popliteal lymph nodes, branches of tibial nerve and the popliteal artery and the tributaries of popliteal vein. Clear? So this is all about the popliteal fossa. You can take the screenshot if you want. These all are the boundaries formed by the muscles and the contents, tibial nerve, vein and the artery. This is the roof, floor, this is the roof, and important structures in the roof. So this is all about the popliteal fossa, and do let me know the answer in the comment section. So take care, thank you, and thank you so much. Love you all.